video is super exciting for me to make because it means that I am very ready for our baby girl to make her arrival into the world. So this video is going to be all about everything that I have gathered or purchased, collected for our upcoming home birth. We are so excited for baby number 2. If you guys have not been following me for some time, you may not know we have a baby girl. She is 2, her name is Hayden, and we actually had her in a birth center. So this is our very first home birth and we're really excited about it. It's funny, I was looking back at the videos that I did last time around as far as what I packed to bring to the birth center and what I used during labor and all that. And it's so different than preparing for a home birth because I was mainly packing like clothes for me and for the baby and like toiletries and stuff like that, which none of that is what you need for a home birth because you're home. All of that stuff is already here. So the prep this time around is definitely very different. It's a lot more supplies and items, and you guys will see everything that we've kind of gathered. It's a lot of stuff for the actual birth itself, some postpartum stuff, some comfort things just for me that I want to have. But it has been so fun to prepare, and it also just feels really good to have everything ready now. I am in my 35th week of pregnancy now, so we are definitely getting closer, and it just feels really good to finally be organized and prepared for whenever, you know, in a few weeks when she decides to make her arrival. So I'm going to share with you guys all of the supplies and items that we have ready to go. It's kind of half my birth kit from my midwife and then half just other stuff that I've collected from things that I wanted or stuff that I wanted for postpartum or things that I already had around the house. As far as birth kit, I actually did not know that these existed. This is my first home birth, but obviously I do now. So your midwife will most likely have her own custom birth kit that you can order online. The website that my midwife uses is called In His Hands. They might even have just like a regular birth kit like that you can purchase, but I would imagine that your midwife probably has a specific one that she has customized for herself. So that made it super easy because I just went on to the website, I searched my midwife's name, her custom birth kit that she has built popped up, and I just ordered that. So that provides a lot of the supplies, like the single use kind of stuff that she needs. And then everything else is just stuff that I wanted or she recommended that I have just on hand for the birth of our baby. Okay, so without further ado, let's go see everything that we've got for this home birth. Okay, so first I'm gonna go through, this is everything that came in the birth kit, which is more like single-use, sterile, kind of more medically supplied stuff. And then like practical things like trash bags. So these are, I think, 2 giant black trash bags. I would imagine these are for like cleanup afterwards. And then we've got little baby things here. So we have this tiny, cute little baby hat. This is a cord clamp. This is also for clamping the cord, I think. And then a little thing to measure head circumference. And then we've got 2 peri bottles. Those are always a must. This is Arnica for, I guess, pain relief. Something that she typically uses. This sexy item right here. This is a fishing net for fishing out literal poop from the tub. If that happens, I hope it doesn't happen, but if it does, we are prepared, friends, okay? And then this is Arnica Oil. So these are Arnica tablets, this right here. And then she also wanted me to get Arnica Oil. This is After Ease. This is for afterbirth cramps, which I did not have like any with Hayden, but they do get worse with each baby. So I've heard that they're pretty tough. They can be pretty tough. And I also always see moms recommend this. This was also recommended on her birth kit. So definitely wanted to get that. This is vitamin K. This is like an antiseptic, chlorhexidine or something. So that's all that stuff. Here is a couple of Golden Seal capsules, which I think is to like help with bleeding afterwards. I'm not totally sure. This is just a bag of a bunch of like lubricant, like jelly. I would imagine for checks, if she checks me at all. And then this is just like a little thing of smelling salts in case I pass out, which I actually did with postpartum with my daughter. So might come in handy. This is a perineal cold pack. I think you like shake it up and it gets really cold. I'm also gonna make myself padsicles. This is like gauze. I actually don't know what this is, but I'm sure my midwife does. 2 just regular Ziploc bags came in here. We've got a bunch of small gloves, medium gloves. These are non-sterile gloves. And then we have a bunch of packs of sterile gloves, some surgical sponges. These are basically those, I think they're called Tux pads or something. They're basically like giant puppy pads. These are like good to put down on the bed to catch fluids, blood, you name it. And there's a bunch of those. And then this is just the birth tub liner. So I did not purchase a birth tub. I'm just using one from my midwife. So you put this liner in to help keep everything clean and sanitary. It also makes cleanup much easier. So she had me get one of those. Okay, and over here, these are all things that I have just gathered. This was outside of the birth kit. I watched a lot of YouTube videos, read a lot of blog posts, and just kind of compiled everything that I think I need. So here I've got 2, these are just like cheap plastic mixing bowls for, I don't know, like dirty rags. Might be a placenta in here. But I thought those would be handy to have. I will also try and link as much stuff as I possibly can down below. This is a Sitz Bath. I had this with my first postpartum experience. This is for afterwards, to help all the lady parts heal. And then this is just a hamper, and I have this little, I'm gonna put a bunch of snacks in here when it gets closer for potentially me. I probably won't eat a whole lot, but for Matt and the midwives and my mom and whoever, I'm just gonna like fill that with snacks and just have that in the room. But then this is a hamper, and I'm just gonna stick a trash bag over it so it doesn't get like nasty, but like for dirty towels or anything, just having a place for that kind of stuff to go. So I've got some big giant maternity pads, which I probably won't even really be using anywhere near the birth, but just in case I want them, I have multiple packs of these. With my daughter, I wore diapers for like the first week postpartum, so I still have some of those left. I'm gonna pick up more of those, but those were so much more comfortable. So, but I have both for all the postpartum needs. Up here, I've got a bunch of receiving blankets, which my midwife told me just to have a bunch of those handy because they typically use a lot of them. I have some just thieves cleaner, which is like an all-purpose cleaner, and some paper towels handy for, you know, quick wipe up type messes. Okay, what else do we have? We have olive oil for, I mean, this could be used for perineal massage. It could be used for baby's butt after birth so that meconium doesn't stick. A lot of people just said to have some kind of oil on hand, so I got olive oil. These are vitamin D drops. These are the same ones I used with my daughter. I really like this brand, Wellaments. They're just plain vitamin D in, I believe it's olive oil. I've got some perineal balm. This is what I use with my daughter postpartum, so I'll have that handy. And then also Clariderm spray, which is another thing I used postpartum just to spray all down there. It's basically coconut oil with like a bunch of super healing essential oils. This is from Young Living. It's got myrrh and frankincense and helichrysum and really, really powerful healing oils. I also spray this all over my perineum, essentially, like the weeks leading up to birth, to help kind of prep all of those tissues for the stretching and the trauma that's about to happen. I also have a lip balm handy. I have lip balms all over the house, but I wanted to make sure I had one with all the birth stuff because that is just so necessary for life in general for me. We've got a baby thermometer, which is important. Okay, so down here I have a straw, because I have like a big tumbler that I drink water out of every single day, but for birth, I wanna make sure I have a straw to drink out of it super easily in between every contraction. So this is almost more serving as my reminder to make sure that I grab that as soon as labor is starting. I'm sure I'll have it with me anyway, but I'll have my tumbler, I'll have my straw, I'll be good to go. I do have some oils here. Clary Sage for if labor stalls out. This can be really helpful to kind of get things going again. Lavender, frankincense, and release I will probably put in my diffuser. I have one in my room always, so those will probably be in there. Geranium can be good for afterwards to help with, you know, your body's natural slowing of all the bleeding that takes place. And then of course, I can't be without Valor. So I have Valor as well. And then I already showed you guys the diapers. I do need to pick up more of those, but I have some to start. And then these are shower curtain liners. Okay, so I actually grabbed 2. I feel like one might be useful for putting right under the tub as kind of like to put a tarp down, like on our wood floor. But the main reason I picked up this was because this is perfect to use to like prep your bed. So basically we'll have like a normal pair or like a normal fitted sheet on our bed. And then when I'm going into labor, we will lay this shower curtain liner down. And then we will put on, I picked up these cheap, they were like on clearance sheets from Target. So then we'll put these cheap fitted sheets over top. So don't really care if these get completely ruined and I need to toss them. And then the shower curtain liner will protect our sheet underneath. And then once birth is all done and we're snuggling in bed, we can literally just rip off this cheap sheet, rip off the shower curtain liner, and we have fresh sheets underneath ready to go. So that's why I got that. And then again, maybe another one possibly to put underneath the tub. This is just a heating pad. I didn't use a heating pad with my first labor or birth, but it's just a good thing to have on hand. So grabbed that. Here we have a big stack of towels, half of which are like old towels that if they get ruined, I don't really care if I need to part with them. And then the other half, because I wanted to have at least like 8, I think I have 8, maybe more. These are cheap black towels. I basically went to Target and I found the cheapest towels that they sell and I got them in black. So we've got plenty of those. And then also these were like the cheapest washcloths that you could buy at Target. Got some of those too. So between the towels, washcloths, and receiving blankets, we should be good. And then over here, this is supplies for birth tub. So like I said, my midwife is gonna be giving me a birth tub. We'll be blowing that up to put in our room eventually. So you need to fill up the birth tub, obviously. So this is a drinking water hose. It's lead free. So this is what we're gonna be using to fill up the tub. So we're basically gonna be taking off our shower head and connecting this hose to the shower head. But you do need an adapter for that. I got this from that In His Hands website where I got the birth kit. So that will fill up the tub. And then this might be a really dramatic random purchase, but I just wanted to get this in case and my midwife was all for it. So this is an Immersion water heater. So basically, I'm kind of like worried that our water heater in this old house is just like not gonna cut it, or I will need to like, I'll be in the tub so long that I'll need to like add more warm water to keep it at a safe temperature. Which actually happened to me in my first birth. So I have no idea if that will happen again, but basically you can use this to like heat up water quickly separately. Like this does not go in the tub, definitely not. But you can fill up like a big stock pot of water and this will pretty quickly bring it up to a good temperature and then you can dump that in the tub. So I heard one person mention this somewhere along the line and they wished that they had bought one because their water ended up like cooling off too much and then there was like no hot water left and then they had to get out of the tub, and the tub was my saving grace in my first labor. So I just don't want that to happen. I don't want to end up in that position. So I got this. I think it was like $20 or something. It's like not super expensive. So we'll see if we need it and if it works, but I'm just glad to have it. All right, you guys, so that is pretty much it. There might be like a couple other things, like a pair of headphones, which I always have a pair in my bedroom. Packing some snacks, like some more last minute stuff that I might grab. But that is pretty much everything that we have ready for this birth. Now, my midwife also brings a ton of stuff with her. She literally said, it looks like I'm moving into your house when I come to your house. So this isn't everything that we will necessarily have for the birth, but it's everything that I am responsible for providing, or I am choosing to provide, if that makes sense. But yeah, so that is everything. We are super excited. We are getting so close to meeting this sweet baby girl, and I am just so excited. We are so excited about having a home birth. It's just going to be so nice to not have to get in the car and leave the house and pack up and go. I should say I am going to pack a hospital bag. I have like a list of stuff that in my phone that I just need to actually pack it, because you never know. You know, we're planning on having this home birth. We're doing all the things to prep me and this baby and my body. so that everything goes smoothly, but you never know. Birth is really unpredictable, and I'm the kind of person where I just want to be prepared. So I will be packing like a small separate hospital bag with just like clothes and toiletries and stuff, so that if in the case of a hospital transfer, we're not scrambling while I'm, you know, dealing with contractions to bring stuff with us. Like we can just grab that bag and go. So I still do need to do that, but I'm not super concerned about it, but I will definitely pack one. Yeah, so that is it. Aside from maybe collecting some more postpartum stuff, like all the stuff that I want for nursing just to have on hand. But that is pretty much it. We are ready for this baby. We are so excited for her to join our family, and we are really, really excited about having a home birth. So hopefully everything goes well. I can't wait to share the birth story eventually. And yeah, we're just really, really excited. But that is all I have for this video, guys. If you are watching this because you're currently pregnant, whether you're prepping for a home birth or not, I hope that your birth goes smoothly and beautifully. And I am just sending you all of the happy birth vibes, and just so excited for you to also meet your baby, because it's just so exciting. But thank you guys so much again for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.